Good morning, BHS. I'm Jane Williamson.
And I'm Chase Thomason.
And you're watching
Cutlass TV News. A team from Mrs. Harrell's political science class participated in an American Public Square field trip this past week. Here's more about the experience by Austin Farrow and Caleb Kormanik.
Political science teacher Ms. Harrell explains what American Public Square is and its goals with BHS.
So Belton High School is participating in American Public Square, their civic education initiative this year. And that is through a nonprofit through Kansas City. And essentially what we are working on in the classroom is 3 different lessons that teach us about being able to have conversations on tough topics. So they call it wicked topics, and then we are able to learn the skills to be able to have those conversations without attacking, to be able to listen, and to essentially be able to create civil discourse. So now we've done the 3 lessons in class, we get to have a group that is going to go represent BHS at a greater Kansas City American Public Square, and they create a night at the square where they choose a wicked topic, and then they present that to everybody in Kansas City. So this program is really exciting to be able to bring to BHS. I think it's going to really open students' minds to think about these hard conversations about topics that maybe have been avoided before, or that have been heated arguments, or people just ignore completely. And so through this program, we've been able to have conversation and looking at some of the things that we need to have as facts, and how do we debunk misinformation and looking at disinformation. So hopefully we're learning some skills now that even adults don't have, and be able to have those tough conversations all throughout life.
Junior Jacob Hayes talks about what he wants to accomplish at American Public Square, representing BHS.
What I hope to accomplish for Belton at American Public Square is to bring awareness to these wicked topics. Building communication skills at a young age is vital as we grow up and go into careers. As you can see, many students, not students, many adults have trouble communicating these things. I think this will be very beneficial to all of us.
Senior Elizabeth Ford explains why she chose to participate in American Public Square while also representing BHS.
I just wanted to really get the experience. I was really intrigued by the proposition that I could go and talk about politics with other students from across the Kansas City area, and I thought that would be a lot of fun. What I hope to accomplish is just to make connections with other people from outside of the school. I don't know what other places around Kansas City are dealing with or what their main concerns are, but I would just like to get to know people and to hopefully build up friendships with one another.
With Austin Farrow, I'm Caleb Kormanik with Cutlass TV News.
Both men and women's wrestlers qualified to compete at state for wrestling. Here's more about the upcoming competition by Mason Fulton, Chase Thomason, and myself.
BHS wrestling team had 8 qualifiers for state. The girls were freshman Louise Jewett, Savannah Franklin, junior BRIONNA Madden, senior JADA Meredith. And for the boys, sophomore Jaden Lambert, junior LUCA Riley, Lane Cross, and Brady Littleton. This is the first time in Belton history that the girls have qualified for state. We asked Jada Meredith how it feels being a first-year senior wrestler making it to state.
It's a very mentally hard sport, and you just have to. I just worked my butt off at practice, and even on the hard days where you didn't want to practice or you were hurting, you kind of just have to go through it and just keep going. To prepare for state, I'm just going to work as hard as I can at practice like I always do and just grind it out.
We asked Brianna how it feels wrestling her former school to qualify to state.
How it felt to wrestle my former school to place in districts is very kind of exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time because I'm a petty wrestler, so it's like I was fighting a little bit dirty when it came to wrestling her, so it was fun. I enjoyed it though.
Lane talked about how tough his matches were.
At districts, I had some pretty close matches. In the semis, I had a Mizzou commit, and I got caught, and I lost, but on the backside, I came back and got third.
Luca talked about how he changed his routine to qualify this year.
Some things I've changed from last year is practicing more, going with harder people, and just staying consistent.
With Mason Fulton, Jaden Williamson, I'm Chase Thomason with Cutlass TV News. Here's a spotlight on the BHS Cast Career students by Gio Mack, Josh Middlestat, and Mariah Dickerson.
The program I'm in at CAS is welding. I like to take welding at CAS because it's something interesting and not many people really do it, and it is a really great job opportunity. I chose welding because I got to play with fire and hot metal things.
I'm in health science. I chose health science because I want to get my CNA and I want to help patients and take care of them. Favorite thing about CAS is just everything we get to learn because we get to use it outside of school, like all the nursing skills, the math, the reading.
Thanks for watching.
Tune in next time.
And as always,
Carpe diem.